It's very noisy right now. Holy crap! With all the music. Yeah, go for it.
Hey, so we're here for Anonymous for the Voiceless today. We're set up in Bourke Street Mall. We do the Cube of Truth. Every Saturday afternoon, we're here outreaching and sharing our message to the public. As it says, we're here for the animals, the environment, and for our health. So basically, we're sharing the message of veganism, and we're saying that compassionate living is the only way to live. And how we do that is sharing with the public the realities of what happens within the agricultural industry within Australia and abroad. Unfortunately, a lot of people are not actually aware of what truly happens, and they believe that animals live a happy and healthy life. They don't differentiate between organic through free range or factory farming. They believe that they're different, but it's all the same. The animals suffer during their living. They suffer from transportation to the slaughterhouses, and to the slaughterhouses as well, they suffer a lot of harm. So basically on the screens here today, we're showing a variety of factory farms within Australia, whether that be for chickens, for the dairy industry, the egg industry, for the meat industry, and we're showing the truth on what really happens. It's really great to engage with the public. A lot of people like to stand by and observe. People have questions, they want to learn more, and we're able to share that with them. We're able to show them how they can improve their lifestyle by not harming other animals and living healthily, living in a manner that is peaceful. It's financially effective by consuming a non-animal diet. Their health, there's no disease in the world that is related to veganism. Obviously you're not harming any animals, so that is also beneficial. Basically we just want to share the message of love and compassionate living.
Okay, very nice. So far it seems like the message is garnering attention, you know?
Yeah, definitely. We seem to get a lot of people. On average, we get about 40 to 50 people that are taking veganism seriously each week, which is fantastic. Sometimes the numbers are higher. We have chapters all around Australia and all over the world. This has grown in 1 year, so this goes to show that just in 1 year, the thousands of people that are taking an interest in this, they're taking it seriously. They don't want to partake in cruelty. They're buying things and speaking with the consumerism power. So that means that whether it's cosmetics that they're wearing, their household products, the clothes that they're wearing, the food that they're putting in their bodies, all of these things are achievable without killing animals.
How do you guys come across these footages anyway?
Some of this footage is undercover footage, so there were cameras that were installed into slaughterhouses. So the great thing is a lot of people say this doesn't happen everywhere. Well, the fact is that this is footage that was found without the workers being aware of that they were being
filmed. So it's authentic and real.
Yeah, it's authentic footage. It's definitely real. Some people watch it and say, oh, that's not real, that doesn't really happen, that must be overseas. This is here in Australia. This is in
so this is all Australia, all for monitors?
Oh, yes, so the ones here that say Australia, this is the pig industry right now. So the pigs are gassed alive with CO2, they go into gas chambers. That's how they suffer their deaths. There's methods that are used by slitting their throat or also a bolt to the head. They don't happen immediately, so an animal could be bolted to the head 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Also there's correlations with factory workers and the violence that they experience. They become very frustrated with trying to kill an animal, and it's obviously very upsetting, distressing for them, and then they take that anger to their homes as well. So again, this is something that we want to ensure that it's a compassionate living, not just for the animals but for people. The reality is that this happens every day. It's not just in one factory, it's in all factories, and it's Australia and it's worldwide. We also show footage of the fur industry, and that happens overseas, and animal testing, and also seafood. People don't seem to realise the realities of how their food comes to them. Dairy calves are taken away from their mothers at a very young age. The males are slaughtered and the females keep going through a cycle from the time they're young. They don't even get their own milk. They are then basically put through that process of breeding and breeding and breeding. any mother that has a child, or even a father, must understand how upsetting that would be to
Right.
have their child taken away from them. And so I would say to any parent, how would you feel having your child taken away from you? Could you imagine what these animals go through every day just so that you can consume that meal?
It goes back to the message I saw, voice for the voiceless sort of thing. You know,
Yeah.
They can't speak out their suffering.
That's exactly right. They have rights, and people say, oh, they're just animals, but the thing is, they are creatures that feel and they understand just like we do, and they know when the mother cows, when they have their calves taken away from them, they cry for days. They have memories. Chickens can identify people, they can count, they form bonds and friendships just like we do as human beings.
So I'm from Sydney, and like, have you guys done anything in Sydney like exactly like this, or actually like apart from like the holding up monitors, like what other like methods have you got, and where have you guys been?
Yeah, so we have chapters in Sydney, we have one in New South Wales as well. We reach out with the TV screens and we have outreach. So basically it's a combination of showing people visually and speaking and educating them on the realities of the industry. We like to give people resources as well as to where they can go. So on our website, on the Cube of Truth, it shows you how to get started, the must-sees, resources, support. It can give you information on diet, recipes, finding out further information on what happens within the industry as well. So basically anything that you would need to know, we can inform you on.
Well, thank you very much.
Oh.
You are indeed a very good speaker, as he said. Right. Right.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you. That was pretty nice.